25, Benjamin Stahl. Number 26, Jonah McGregor. Number 28, Christian Landry. Number 29, Ethan Murphy. Number 34, Peter Placat. Number 44, Seth Southern. Number 53, Peyton Palmer. Number 54, Jack Gregson. Number 55, Jackson Armour. Number 80, Brock Samar. Number 88, Alexandros Zambellas. And number 90, Caden Turco. Make some noise for the Nanaimo Seahawks.
Yeah, it was so mixed up.
And introducing, representing the BMFL from Langley, the Langley Regulators. Number 2, James Berman. Number 9, Phoenix Wolf. Number 10, Matt Johnson. Number 12, Logan Esau. Number 16, Ethan Steele. Number 18, Ethan West. Number 19, Tian Edwards. Number 20, Liam Garcia. Number 23, Levi Mangrove. Number 24, Patrick Richter. Number 25, Brian Clark. Number 31, Bandon Miller. Number 49, Logan Lucinia. Number 54, Derek Lopez. Number 59, Lucas Edmonds. Number 61, Cole Bicycle. Number 67, Luke Bateman. Number 73, Kai Kenner. Number 74, Evan Latter. Number 82, Joel Folkert. Number 85, Rocco Intuia. Number 86, Carson Peterson. And number 99, Kat Osney. Let's hear it for the Langley Regulators. Ladies and gentlemen, we recognize that the BCPFA Provincial Championships are taking place on the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territories of the Coast Salish peoples, including the Esquimalt, Songhees, Beecher Bay, Sanak, and Sanak peoples represented by the Sartsplit, Pouchiquin, Saout, Sakum, and Malahat. We thank the Coast Salish who continue to live on these lands and care for them, along with the waters and all that is above and below. This time that we would ask if you are able to, please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Take your juke off.
way better than that. Let's try this again. Are you ready for some football? We'd like to thank Sport Canada for providing our live stream down at the BCPFA YouTube channel. We have Colin Darby on play-by-play, and Ron providing color commentary.
Good evening, folks, and welcome back to West Hill Stadium in beautiful Langford, British Columbia. We are coming to you for Game 4 of the BCPFA Provincial Championship games being played here in West Hill Stadium. Our final game of today's action is the Nanaimo Seahawks versus the Langley Regulators. Under the bright lights at Starlight Stadium, a little rain coming down. Can't complain. Sean, thanks for joining me for game number 4. How are we doing?
I'm good. They're super excited for this game. Definitely the heavyweight of today. I'd say the light heavyweight match of the weekend. These teams are familiar with each other. They played earlier in the season. Langley came away 38-13, but it's a game that Football Nanaimo was leading at halftime and kind of crumbled in the second half. So obviously they can hang with each other. It'll just be interesting to see which team shows up today.
The Nanaimo Seahawks in the white with blue. A little bit of green trim in there as well. The Langley Regulators in the black and red. Captains just out at midfield there for the coin toss. Sean, before we get underway here, I know you're familiar with the Nanaimo Seahawks and the Langley Regulators here. What are maybe 3 keys that you're looking for in today's game?
Yeah, I think for the Nanaimo Seahawks, it's definitely going to be if they can get their running backs going. Ben Stahl, number 25, is an absolute stud. I was watching with the junior Bantams last spring, and he looks like Adrian Peterson when he's running the ball. Hunter Smith, another running back for them, and then their quarterback, Lucas Crample, can kind of do it all, can throw, can run. Another guy as well, Will Lindsay. He can play receiver and DB, another guy to watch out for. For Langley, less familiar, but from what I've heard, they're a big team, super physical. 86, Carson Peterson is someone that we should be looking out for that is going to be a game breaker for this game for sure. So, I think it's going to be a tough game. I think both teams are going to want to be physical. Both teams are going to want to start with running the rock. Will be interesting. I think another thing to watch out for is the youth of each coaching staff. Obviously, Langley's head coach is Ken Sieben, dad of Owen Sieben, who's the quarterback with Regina Rams, right?
Yes.
And then the Football Nanaimo Seahawks are led by Will Adams and Ethan Moran, 2 guys that play for the VR Raiders. One other thing before we get started here to watch out for is it'll be interesting to see how Football Nanaimo can react to Langley's no-huddle offense. They've got a younger OC as well, Jordan Williams, who just a couple years ago was playing for the North Surrey Bears, I'm pretty sure is their midget name. So, if they come out here and they want to run and they want to come fast with some youth, will be interesting to see how Football Nanaimo responds.
It will be the Langley Regulators kicking off right to left on your TV screen. The Nanaimo Seahawks will receive. Rain starting to fall now, but honestly very light, so I don't think it will have too much to play as termed as a factor yet. Ball's kicked off. Seahawks returning out to the 30.
Brock Samar, number 80.
35. Gang tackled. Flag on the play.
Oh. Interesting. Okay.
Let's see what happens on this.
Yeah, so Brock Samar's another one, too. He's kind of a tweener, number 80. Like, you see him kick returning there, but he's got a linebacker tight end body. So, very athletic. Him and Alex Zembeliz are 2 hybrid players that play tight end. Since it's 9-man, you don't normally, we haven't really seen a whole lot today of the whole 5 O-linemen. They're going to bring their tight ends here, Brock and Alex, down to kind of play like their left and right tackle so they can run with a true box.
My fun fact about Alexandros, fellow Bills fan. So go Bills, had to get that one in there for sure.
Yeah. He also hit a PR of 205 on the bench last week at 14 years old.
Good for him. 1st and 10, Seahawks handing off to the right side of the offensive line. Hits the hole. He's able to turn out about 6 or 7 yards out of that one.
Yeah,
Great first down success there.
There's
for the
Hunter
Seahawks.
Smith on the first carry there. They're going to want to try to run the ball. And like we talked about in that first game, in the Pee Wee game, you want to stay ahead of the chains. You want to get 4 or 5 yards a carry, not go backwards.
Here we go. Second and short for the Seahawks. Short handoff left. Hunter once again. He hits a lane. He's through. Big play into the secondary. First down and then some for the Seahawks.
Yeah, so definitely an identity, with football Nanaimo. They're running up the middle right now, running behind their big boys. Caden Turco is another O-lineman, number 90, to watch. Big, physical. He's their center. He's going to be leading the charge.
Crample in the gun. Pistol set. Ball snapped. Little misdirection left side. He finds a lane. He's up into the secondary once again, second level. First down, Seahawks on back-to-back run plays.
Football Nanaimo definitely coming out doing what they want to do.
Very crisp start here for the Seahawks offensively.
We'll see what Langley adjusts here.
Krempel once again.
They're lining up in a 40 front with kind of their corners. Again, kind of like a double wing offense with the full
Krempel.
house.
Snap, handoff to the middle. Hunter up the middle, churning out as much as he can. Looks to pick up about 5 or so yards on the play. Seahawks getting really good push up front. That Seahawks offensive line generating a big time push. No Langley defenders coming through the line. They're able to, Hunter's able to get untouched and before he gets a few yards there.
Yeah, here we go. Second and short. I don't think they go away from what they've been doing. I think you run it right up the gut again.
Krempel in the gun. Handoff left side.
There's
Outside.
Ben Stahl.
Lowers the shoulder. Picks up the first down.
Great run there by Ben. Extremely physical runner. Really great strides. Hunter Smythe, actually a grade 10 Wellington teacher texted me, and it's Smythe, not Smith, so we will correct that for the rest of the day.
Smythe.
Here in their full house look as well. It's super interesting with the full house looks. Defenses play it just like a double wing.
Play action. Krempel rolling out right side. Airs it out. Has a receiver.
Alex Zembeliz.
And big time weapon, Alex. Bigger body, but very athletic.
Very athletic. He can go up and get the ball, even with his size. Great body control. That's a big stop for Langley to kind of create a 2nd and 10. If the football nine wants to run the ball, you need to put them in his long yardage and force them to throw the ball and spread it out.
Krempel in the gun. Motion left side. Handoff. Will he get the edge? No. Langley's rallying.
Great play.
Langley with a huge second down stop there. Going to be 3rd and long.
A little bit tougher to see the jersey numbers for Langley. But again, great play. 3rd and 12 now for football Nanaimo. Looks like they're going for it.
Langley supporters getting loud now. First time we're hearing the crowd noise being a factor here today.
But again, great play.
Seahawks in their huddle still. Break the huddle.
3rd and 12. First time here. Big passing down.
We got Will Lindsay bottom of the screen.
Yeah, and Ben right there in the slot.
Krempel evades the defender. Stays on his feet. Able to get rid of it. No receiver in the area.
86, our player to watch, Carson Peterson, defensive end, making a huge play. That kid looks like he could play in the midget championship tomorrow night, and he would fit in just fine.
Langley's got some big bodies for sure.
So that was a Langley now on offense.
Huge for Langley to get a stop there after Nanaimo looked like they were running all over them early on. Snap to the quarterback, handoff middle. Able to break the first wave, get into the secondary. He's pushing forward. Look at the effort here. He keeps turning it out. Holy, 5 or 10 yards after the fact. dragging defenders, offensive linemen getting into the pile.
Yeah, you see 74, Evan Ladder leading the way there. You know, Langley is a big physical team up front. Look, they're going no huddle. Logan Esau. How can football Nanaimo get their calls in quickly?
Swing pass to the left side. Catches it, turns upfield. Has a seam. 8 yards, 9 yards for the Langley Regulators.
That's one, you know, as a D end, if it feels too easy when you're getting in there, it probably is. That left tackle, let that D end go right away so they can get out in front of that screen pass.
Second and short. Ball snapped, handoff middle.
Big hole.
Hits the seam. First down Langley. Will Lindsay on the tackle there for Nanaimo.
Yeah, Phoenix Wolf there on the carry.
Langley once again in the no huddle.
They are moving very fast.
Nanaimo very set though. Langley all hooks, catch, tuck.
Ball did not come out clean. Something to watch. The rain has definitely picked up for this last game. You know, like we mentioned, with Ken Sieben as their head coach, they might want to pass the ball. Quarterback's dad.
Ball snap to the Langley Regulators quarterback.
Bad
Short
snap.
snap, but he just goes, gets what he can. Oh, flagging on the play. Looks to be Langley pointing in the Nanaimo Seahawks direction.
Yeah, I think they might have got a high tackle there. No flag. They picked it up.
So it's going to be third and short.
Logan Esau with a carry right up the middle, just making what he can. Here's a third down. Langley was able to stop Football Nanaimo on their third down. It'll be interesting to see if Football Nanaimo can hang tough here.
Edwards has his offense to the line.
Looks like the corners are following.
Edwards in the
Staying
gun.
in man.
Waving his receivers in motion. Edwards hands the ball off to the tailback.
Looks like he got it.
And he's able to pick up, running very hard, the Langley Regulators tailback. Edwards does a simple handoff through the middle, and they pick up the first down.
That's a Regulators first down.
Twins left.
Snap to Edwards. Edwards loses the handle of the football. The ball is stolen loose. Judging by the Seahawks' reaction, I believe it's still with Langley.
Second down. So interesting. You can see a lot of motion by Langley. You know, a lot of misdirection with their slots for sure. You know, fake jetting coming out. Looked like they were about to run a screen pass, but you know they've had a couple malfunctions with the snaps so far, or at least the wet ball is proving to mess with the snaps. Ball's coming weird out of the QB's hands twice now.
I haven't seen any other balls coming in out. I'm curious in this weather if we're having any other balls, if there's a ball boy or anything. Or
Yeah, I saw them walk in with 2 or 3 balls, but I definitely don't see a ball boy. So
this ball hasn't been changed since it hit the ground. So just, you know, as a quarterback, I definitely like to see that happen.
We had an inadvertent whistle on that.
Inadvertent whistle.
They will replay the down.
Interesting. Inadvertent whistle. Replayed first down for Langley.
wow, that is
Huge.
interesting. I would be interested if the whistle happened while the ball is on the ground. I'm not sure why Langley would be rewarded with a first down, but that feels like kind of a weird rule like we saw in the Grey Cup.
I think it will also have to do probably simultaneously recovering possession, I'm guessing. Maybe no one recovered it right away.
Yeah. Twins left.
Edwards in the gun. Tailback, Ace behind him. Ball snapped, handoff middle. Breaks up to the left side. Terrific
Great
tackle.
tackle.
Will Lindsay wrapping up the tailback.
I think that was actually Lucas
yep.
Crample, the
Excuse me.
quarterback, who's been playing that kind of DN linebacker position with a great tackle. I'm interested, you know, since it's 9-man as well, the right and left tackle are live. They can catch a football for Langley if they've got some.
High snap.
Another bad snap.
I believe it's recovered by Langley, but a lot of bodies in the pile. This is going to be interesting to see who.
Man,
Third down.
If you're a Football Nanaimo, you are kicking yourself right now that you cannot get on these balls.
Yep.
Big third down. Obviously, Langley's going to have to push the ball downfield here unless they kind of look for a screen pass.
Edwards in the gun.
Oh, Football Nanaimo's setting up like
Twins
their
right.
punt return. I would watch this. Ons.
He catches it. He's going to be short of the first down.
Or no, they got it as a first down.
Wow.
I'm not sure what Football Nanaimo was thinking there on defense, why they were set up for punt return when Langley wasn't looking like they were going to punt. So definitely a mistake there by Football Nanaimo, letting a 3rd and 15 get. Looking like it's going to be holding. Unless they got hands in the face by Football Nanaimo.
Rain's starting to fall a little bit more now.
Yeah, this is something we haven't battled with at all today. It was blue skies all day today here, but, you know, as soon as we get the older kids.
Elements coming into play here.
Yeah. I mean, that's what you get when you're playing November 23rd on Vancouver Island.
You can see in the far side of the field there, the flag's moving a little bit, so wind involved as well. $133 people watching on YouTube right now. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Let us know where you guys are tuning in from.
Let's bump those numbers out. There's more for the Pee-wees.
There was. We were closing in on about 200 watchers, viewers.
Worldwide.
Worldwide, yeah. North America.
Here we go. Football Nanaimo in their 40 front. Three linebackers.
Edwards in the gun. Bad snap once again.
Another bad snap.
And they fall on it. You know, I'd argue, honestly, Sean, on the replay there, maybe a little bit of a hot snap more than a bad snap. Looked like it was a decent height level, though, you know, maybe around the chest or a little bit higher, but just a little bit too much heat on that one.
Yeah. Football Nanaimo needs to capitalize on these mistakes. It is about 2nd and 35 here. You know, Langley's definitely been confident to push the ball downfield a bit. They might try a corner route by the slot or a screen.
Edwards in the gun once again. Snap has been a little bit of an issue here for Langley this drive. They pick up about 10 yards on the play.
Wolf with the run there. Obviously a vocal point of this offense. They want to run. Big O-line. Again, 74 and 72, or 73, Evan Ladder, Kai Kennard, big tackles. 61, Cole Bicycle at left guard. Here we go, big third down, 3rd and long.
Edwards in the gun once again, sends his man in motion. He drops his head, he tucks the ball, he's going right side. Flag down on the right side of the field. He's taken down.
I understand it's 3rd and 20, but you know, Fulham almost looked like they were trying to punt return again, and the boundary slot, running a corner there, had a step, it looked like. But I wouldn't be too confident if I was Logan Esos throwing the ball into this weather right now.
Flag's being picked up on Langley. It's going to be declined. The Nanaimo Seahawks will take over on downs.
That penalty was declined.
If you're Football Nanaimo here, you got to run out, come out. I think just really focus on building on running that rock. And if I'm Langley, I'm sending some A-gap MAC blitzes here.
Ball, handoff, through the middle. He breaks it off into the secondary once again. Hunter Smythe.
Yeah, great run there by Hunter.
First down.
Looks like 73, Kai Kennard playing both ways there on the line. Langley in their 40 front. Those corners are playing tight.
Krempel in the gun. Handoff, Benjamin. Left side, met by some Langley defenders. Brought back down to what looks to be about a 4-yard gain on the play.
Looked like a power or counter left there. Quarterback actually did a pretty good job on his play action. So 2nd and 8 here. What are you thinking, Cole? As a quarterback here, are you putting the ball in Lucas's hands, or are you trying to run the ball again?
No, I think I'm giving it to Hunter once again. He's been having some success every time he touches the ball.
Yeah, I like to. We're midfield right here on the 50-yard line. As a head coach, I'm thinking we might be in 3-down territory here, especially with at this age, depending if you have a punter or not. So, that gives the offensive coordinator 2 downs to work with. If you want to do a run, maybe get 3 or 4 yards. Get yourself a more manageable 3rd down here, especially with the running backs they have with Hunter and Ben Stahl. The game plan was to give it to their horses, so it will be interesting to see if they can kind of stick to it.
Krempel in the gun. Pistol set. Kicks the ball, hands off. Hunter met in the backfield right away, though. Picks up a few. But as you mentioned, setting up that 3rd and manageable.
So it looks like barring the penalty, it'll be 3rd and 5, but going backwards. So I think clearly, too, when you're watching this football Nanaimo passing game, they're trying to get Krempel out of the pocket. His legs are his strengths. You can see he's got some long legs. And they're going to want to develop some routes for Will Lindsay downfield. He's be interesting to see what Langley does here. They've got 1 free safety back. Their corners are playing pretty close here.
Krempel in the gun. Ball snapped. Hands it off to Hunter. Hunter's met in the backfield right away. This Langley defense doing a good job the last few plays.
Excellent play there by the box. Looks like their football now is going to punt.
Smart at this field position, backed up in 2nd and what looks to be about 16.
This will be the first punt of the day.
This will.
Quarter time.
That brings us to quarter time, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a defensive battle going on. Score at the quarter.
Both teams still feeling each other out here early on.
When we talked to Jeremy Chang, the football Nanaimo midget head coach, about this Bantam team, he said this game's probably going to be, both teams are going to come out and run, and then it's going to be whatever team can kind of gain momentum around this mid-game part who might run away with it. So it might be like who makes the first mistake and who can take advantage of it. So, this mid-game is very important to set yourself up for the end game.
Here we go. We have a little bit of a different formation. Oh, they're punting, excuse me. Krempel out wide.
Langley doesn't have anyone back to receive it. Free safety is going back now.
Seahawks out to punt. Ball snapped. It's off.
A chopper.
Langley picks it up.
Great tackle by Lucas Krempel.
And he's brought down
a net of
midfield.
About 14 yards field difference. So not ideal for football Nanaimo, but, at this age, it's tough. You're not flipping the field too great, depending on who your punter is.
It's hard to find a consistent punter or just be consistent at punting for sure.
So here we go. Langley's they're running a lot of twins to the field.
The Regulators take over.
Edwards still in the gun.
We have a timeout charge to the Seahawks. That is their first timeout of the half.
We have Jesse James tuning in from Mexico.
Jesse James, that's a football Nanaimo cat there.
He says, great commentary. Nanaimo wants to take control, still up in the air.
Yeah, definitely. I think, Langley's really, both teams have shown they can run the ball. Langley's defense really, I think played a lot better on that second drive there. But we'll see if football Nanaimo can really stop Langley's run game, because football Nanaimo got bailed out on their first drive with a lot of mental mistakes there.
Edwards once again in the gun. Twins left. The Nanaimo Seahawks jump.
I think that's false start on the O.
We've got movement. Flags on both sides.
Russ will gather.
Oh, they're pointing towards the Seahawks, so.
On the Seahawks. Got them with early movement there, the hard count.
See, if I'm Langley here, I'm thinking play action shot. You're in the shot zone here, midfield, 1st and 5. I like some of the matchups right now.
Edwards in the gun once again. Twins right. Phoenix Wolf behind him. Man in motion. Jet sweep left. Can he get the edge? Great block off the edge. He gets the first down and then some.
First down for sure.
Forced out of bounds by Benjamin Stahl.
You know, that's the thing about 9-man football is there's so much space out there. You really got to set the edge hard.
First down.
Terrific play call there, getting the ball in Carson Peterson's hand.
Yeah. You know, there's two different types of school of how you play the box, of boxing and keeping the ball carrier inside of you or spilling it outside, and I'd almost certainly think you always have to box in this 9-man football
Carson
game.
in motion, left. Hands the ball off to Phoenix, middle.
Great
Met
tackle.
right at the line of scrimmage. Terrific tackle. The rest of the boys come in and rally.
Jack Ryan, who they call Rambo, with a huge tackle there. Second and 11 here. But again, definitely in 3-down territory for Langley, who's already shown they're willing to go for 3.
And you can't panic here for Langley. I think get a few yards here, set yourself up. Ball snap to Edwards, looking down. Crosser, he drops it into the bucket. Oh! Didn't complete the process of the catch, or if they're calling him down.
Oh, man.
I believe incomplete is what they're calling it.
In coverage there. I'd like to see the replay because that almost looks like it could have been a catch and fumble.
Terrific throw by Edwards. Over a crosser pattern. Edwards drops it right in the bucket. Will Lindsay's able to come and try to draw it out as best as he could. And when they hit the ground, the ball comes loose. Ball snap to Edwards. Rolls right. Looks to his running back. Phoenix, terrific catch. But he will be tackled, and the Seahawks will turn.
Jacob Gregory with a great tackle there. You know, Langley tried to run a little flood concept there, which would look like a corner hook and flare by the running back. And, you know, football, that's exactly what you want if you're football Nanaimo. You want to take away the second and third downfield options, make them dump it down, and come down and make the tackle.
You'd like to think that Nanaimo Seahawks team with, you know, 3 former CJFL players on that side of the field would prepare that side well for those types of scenarios.
3 DBs, 3 CJFL DBs on that side where, if you look at Langley's sideline, a lot of offensive coaches.
In the gun. Hands the ball off to Hunter. Hunter breaks off right side. He cuts back. Hunter still turning yards. 26-yard carry. Hunter has been a star here early on in the ball game.
It's going to be interesting how these obviously there's no points so far, and the defenses are feeling good, but if I'm both sides, I'm trying to tighten up this run defense because right now the Cats are getting the yards. Be interesting to see what adjustments they make.
Here we go. Seahawks, Krempel in the gun once again. Handoff, Hunter again.
Great tackle.
Great job by Langley. Tired of watching him run all over their defense.
Up middle linebacker there, that was a great play. I think that's a lost art in a lot of defenses is middle linebackers being able to scrape and flow. You know, especially with like the evolution of like a 3-3 defense where the middle linebackers plugging here a lot, or it's a lot more of aggressive defenses, as we saw in the Pee Wee where the middle linebacker was just blitzing every play. It's a next level concept for the linebackers to be able to flow and read the O-line.
Krempel in the gun, hands off, ball carrier.
He's in there again.
Going to be 3rd and 6 for the Seahawks.
A nice play by Cole Bicycle.
Some substitutions here. I'm curious what...
They punted last time, but it is 3rd and 6.
In favorable territory, I feel like, to maybe go for it in this position.
I guess they're confident in their defense.
Wanting to see if Langley can drive the length of the field.
Dude, there's a good punt.
Great punt for the Seahawks. Let's see if Langley can generate any sort of return. Seahawks did a good job of making a stop his feet. Seahawks, great job of making a return.
Good pursuit. See, that was a good punt there by Brock Samard. So obviously they have a punt game. Makes sense why they'll punt that if they can flip the field there.
And trust their defense, who's been playing good all day.
Yeah.
Going to be Langley football just inside their own 20-yard line. 1st and 10.
Yeah, well, 8 minutes left in the second quarter. Every possession matters. It's very clear. Oh.
Ball's fumbled again.
Yeah, it's hard to tell if that's got to be on the quarterback.
Yeah.
He just dropped that. Second and long here.
Edwards
14.
in the gun.
Potential screenplay.
Handoff.
Nice.
And the Seahawks are there to meet him after what looks to be a short game.
Yeah, it looked like Rambo and a few guys. Ben Stahl was in there. Potentially Derek Lopez as well. So it looks like Langley's taking their QB off, and they're going to give a go at the punt as well.
Shout out to Brandon down under. Love from Australia, love from Zimbabwe as well.
BCPFA worldwide.
Up to 170 people tuning in here tonight. Let's try to get to 200 folks before we get out of here.
Looks like Will Lindsay's back there returning.
Bad
snap. Huge.
Seahawks rally. Who was in
Alex Dembélez with the huge tackle there. And, you know, we talked about it. A slugfest. Who's going to make the first mistake? Football Nanaimo finally capitalizes on the bad snap.
Seahawks going to take over the ball on the Langley 5-yard line. 1st and goal. Crample.
Ben Stahl in the back. A full house look.
Crample takes the ball. QB power almost.
It's about a couple yards there on the run. Looks like on the 4-yard line.
I see a young Josh Allen there. QB power around on the goal line.
Must be a Bills fan.
Put the ball in your best player's hand.
Absolutely.
I would love to see, actually, honestly, Ben get involved here maybe. Let him be your deep tailback, get some momentum towards the line of scrimmage, and let him hit it.
Yeah. A little power.
They give it to Ben.
Inside zone.
But Langley does a great job not letting him get up to momentum. And this is definitely going to be short and set up a 3rd down.
No yards.
What does the Seahawks do here?
3rd down from the 4.
You got to go, I believe.
Yeah,
I don't know if they have any field goal operations.
No. They're bringing some guys in. If I'm going for it, I think you're getting Crample on the run here.
I'm curious where Hunter checked out of the ball game. Wonder if we have an update on that. Maybe just a little bit tired. And then that was workhorse here early on. They spread things out here on 3rd down. Crample in the gun once again, flanked by one tailback. Crample looking to the left side.
To Will Lindsay.
Touchdown!
With the spin. Cage Athletics, Will Lindsay with the touchdown.
Terrific ball by Crample.
Huge.
Gave his receiver an opportunity to go make a play, and we know Will Lindsay's going to go make that play.
Yeah, he was a player to watch coming into it for sure. He's a receiver that can go up and get the ball, so obviously the coaches are confident in him. On 3rd down from the 4-yard line to go up to him, that's a huge play. That's a pretty good boot, too.
Very good.
I'd feel pretty confident with that on a field goal. So that's got to capitalize on those mistakes. And if you're Langley here, you got to have a conversation to calm some guys down, because whoever the center, the QB, you cannot make those mistakes anymore. And it looks like the rain is starting to hold off a little bit. So
if you guys were tuning in earlier, a reminder that kick converts at the Bantam and midget level, kick converts will be 1 point, whereas the run pass converts are 2. Football Nanaimo up 7-0. I like that aggressiveness by Football Nanaimo, though, Sean. Not to kind of give away, I feel like maybe give away that field position is maybe the wrong way to phrase it, but be in that field position after the turnover and not come away with 7 points, I feel like it's a small failure in a little bit if they were to kick the field goal. I think getting that touchdown and the way they did it with that sort of fashion, momentum as well, it gives their team some juice. I think it's a real positive for them.
Yeah, I think you got to win this game with touchdowns, unless you're playing in the Vanier, I guess. But it will be interesting to see how Langley responds. There's a lot of space with one kick returner as well. Football and I wanted to try a sky kick, but I think that's because Langley might have more guys committed up front just in case Football 9 wants to kick it short. And they try a sky kick there.
Out of bounds, though. Going to give Langley terrific field position.
At the 48-yard line.
A little bit of a mis-execution on that one.
Yeah, that's tough.
I don't mind the play call. I just think it was unfortunate he hit it just a tad too strong.
Yeah, I know. It was one of those ones that don't look good when you don't get it and look great if you do.
Exactly.
So don't mind the aggressiveness, especially after a turnover score, and keep the pedal on the gas. But so here we go with Logan Aesop in the backfield, quarterback.
Langley, handoff left side.
Wolf,
a little bit of space, able to pick up
about 5,
maybe even 6 by the spot.
Yeah. You can tell, like, Will Lindsay's out there playing at halfback right now, but he's playing quite far off to where if I'm Langley, I might throw a bubble screen out there, something out there. There's a lot of space with just the 2 receivers.
Again, folks, a reminder to go buy your 50-50 tickets. Up over $1,800 as of now, and still 4 more games to be played tomorrow. The draw will be tomorrow night during the midget final. That game kicks off at 5:15. 3 games before that one for your opportunity to buy your 50-50 and win. Not only can you buy your 50-50 here, but you can at home, online, as well as our merch for this weekend.
What do you think? Do you think the over $2,000 now? That's what
update over $2,000 now for the 50-50.
Do you think the Cloverdale Pee-wees are still coming away with the drippiest team?
There's some. I like Sambelli's washboard. I think that's kind of a little old school. You don't see that anymore.
Yeah.
But I think Cloverdale maybe has still most drippiest as of now.
Wow.
And there he is. Sambelli's in the backfield
with Derek Lopez.
And Sambelli's just a terrific grinder, a guy that maybe goes unnoticed on the stat sheet most of the time, but doing that dirty work, getting into the backfield, creating some havoc like that on both sides of the football.
Yeah, definitely another player to watch. Wow. Thank you, Ryan Decker. We'll accept you on that for sure. We like the keg personally, but.
Regulators,
See now, oh, there we go. Will Lindsay back to return again. Looks like Langley might have someone onside though. So he is onside.
High snap. Will catched it. Inadvertent whistle though.
Well, I think So they have the rule where if it's a really high kick for the safety of the players, that they just blow it dead. That one was a little bit far for me, especially when you already have the 5-yard halo. So
Man, Will Lindsay would have had a lot of space up that left near sideline here.
something to note, though, for later is Langley on that punt, they did have a player on side. So when you have a player on side, the 5-yard halo does not exist anymore for that one player, and they can recover the punt. So, again, something to look out for.
And ball just hung in the middle of the field. I think it was able to drift a little towards the left hash. Maybe they could have executed a little better. The ball just kind of hung up there. And
another low snap, though, on that punt.
Another one, yep. Definitely something Langley has to look at. Krempel in the gun. 2-by-1. Krempel looking downfield, rolling right. Has some room if he wants it. Has a receiver, dumps it off. Terrific little play. Turns upfield.
Brock Samar there, number 80.
Krempel very composed here early on. Whether it's throwing, just handing the ball off, getting his team in and out of the huddle.
Yeah, I'd like to see better scramble rules there by Football Nanaimo. You know, low players go high, high come back. Give them some more guys to pass to. Also something to note, Langley did line up in a 30 front there. See if they're trying to make an adjustment.
Krempel once again
You know,
in
that
the gun.
boundary corner is press man here.
Football Nanaimo in motion, handoff, jet sweep left side.
Ben
Makes
Saul.
a terrific cut. Ben makes a man miss. Tracked down in the open field. Went on after a big play for Ben. First down, Seahawks.
Yeah, it was a great run.
Jet sweep left side.
That's the Seahawks. First down.
Getting some substitutions now into the game for Football Nanaimo.
And there's the 3-minute warning.
Langley's got a few guys, hands on hips. Football Nanaimo's got to keep working on wearing them down, but
Hunter back into the game.
Langley back into a 40 front here.
Nanaimo back into their pistol set. Handoff, Hunter up the middle.
Nice.
Looking for a
tackle.
lane, but he's stuffed right away. Langley looking to rip that ball out, but unable to.
Joel Folkerts has made quite a few plays in the middle of that defense so far. Or my mistake, that looked like it was Carson Peterson again, our player to watch. Extremely talented middle linebacker.
Krempel in the gun once again. Misdirection. Ben with the ball up the middle.
So it's going to be about 3rd and 4. Football Nanaimo's got a decision to make. They punted around this last time.
I think I like the way my defense is playing. I'm going in this situation. Langley still kind of had some trouble here with the snaps. Haven't been able to figure that out. It's really stalled them here in the last quarter or so. Nanaimo appears to be going for it. Krempel in this pistol set. Flanked by 2 backs. Hunter behind him. Snaps with Football Nanaimo. Gives to Hunter. And he's
Did
met.
not get it.
He's not going to get it.
Peterson again. Carson Peterson.
The Regulators will take over on downs.
Oh. There we go. He gets up. Carson Peterson, though, and Ethan Steele on the stop there. Extremely impressed with Peterson's ability to plug those gaps.
Huge stop for the Regulators there. Minute 45 to go in the first half. They took over down of possession. Nanaimo running some players onto the field late.
Late sub.
Edwards in the gun. Gets a snap. Looking downfield. Has it over. He's open. He hits him in stride to the 50, 40, 30. Tries to cut back. Will Lindsay tracked. Oh, Will Lindsay brings him down. I don't know. I think he might have been able to keep going, but he tries to cut back. Taken down.
Uh-oh, flags down in the back.
We have a flag down on the play.
In the backfield, usually some
and it's
form of
holding on to Langley. What a play to be nullified there by on the flag. Terrific execution for Langley. They drop a play to get the receiver wide open. The quarterback, drops it in the bucket.
Yes. Something to note, too, football Nanaimo, one of their regular corners, Ashwin Smith, couldn't make it this game. So that could be something to watch out for if they're going to pick on number 3 there, Jacob Gregory, who's in his place instead.
Just a reminder, the BCPFA is always looking for your officials. Check out their website.
Perfect.
To
Thank
Edwards.
you, Joel McLeod.
High snap once again. Guys all
Great
around him. He
throw.
lets it go. And it's completed. Edwards. Guys all around him. Chucks it downfield. And they're going to pick up a first down.
Pass complete to Carson Peterson. Tackle on the play by Williams.
That was a great throw.
That moves the chains. Regulators. First down.
Edwards in the gun once again. Twins to the left side. Ball snapped. Play action. Looking for the over once again and dropped. Just unfortunate for Carson.
Pass intended for Carson Peterson. Ball's incomplete. Now brings up second down.
Would have been a catch and then some for sure if he would have been able to turn the corner.
Second and long here. See if they keep trusting the QB. They see some mismatches in that back end from football Nanaimo.
No safety for football Nanaimo. Middle field open here. Snap to Edwards. Has his swing. Oh, deep
Aaron
pass.
out. He's got him.
Oh, unfortunate for him. Just caught up there a little bit too much. Couldn't track the ball, and it's incomplete.
Pass intended for Ethan Steele. Broken up by Jacob Gregory.
Oh, so close for Langley.
3rd and 10 here. You can tell, too, with Langley's motions, they're, especially if football now is going to play a lot of man coverage, Langley is motioning their receivers close to each other so then they can kind of mesh out of it together and try to create some confusion.
Kean Edwards in the gun.
Third and 10 here.
Twins left side.
Watch a pooch punt potentially.
Edwards drops back, looking
Post
for his receiver.
again.
He has him. He brings it in. This is going to be a touchdown. 10-5 touchdown, Langley. They've been hitting on the deep ball the last drive or so, and they connect for real this time after a few plays getting nullified by penalty.
I mean, I think football Nanaimo's got to make an adjustment at some point here. If he's going to sit back and throw the ball, especially on 3rd and 10, you need a safety in the middle of the field, or else you're just leaving out your corners out for dry, especially when they're covering someone like Carson Peterson.
Kean Edwards has been slinging it here in the second quarter, late in the second half, and he gets rewarded with a big-time touchdown to Carson. Ball snap. Kean looking for his receiver, back of the end zone, just out of his reach. And this is going to be a 6-6 ball game with under a minute to go. Football Nanaimo now with an opportunity here to create a drive here late in the first half.
That was a great throw. Great throw. The QB has obviously shown that he can air it out. So again, football is a game of chess match there. So football Nanaimo is committed 9 guys to the box. They knew Langley wanted to come out and run the ball. Langley ran the ball with some minor success, but then once Langley saw the way football Nanaimo was presenting itself, they made an adjustment, put some trust in their quarterback's hands, and it's now up to football Nanaimo to see how they can counterbalance that.
It's also
Only 54 seconds left here as well.
It's also interesting, Sean, having a little bit of success throwing the ball here with Langley, and the rain has started to pick back up once again. Elements, coming into play, but Langley's not caring. They're still airing it out.
Yeah. We'll see what football Nanaimo is going to do here with 54 seconds left.
I think this is an important drive. You want to muster something and to at least kill the rest of the half. I don't think you want to go 2 and out here and give Langley the ball back right away with the success they've been having with the deep pass. Langley, little pooch kick into the soft spot of the return. Nanaimo Seahawks falling on the 31-yard line.
That's a pretty good kick, depending, if he can't kick it deep, then, Football Nanaimo can't really return it from there, as well as if there's a soft spot there, there's a chance for Langley to sprint down and recover it.
I'm interested to hear what Coach Chang just called in for Crampel here as he goes to the huddle. I know another offensive assistant, Will Adams, is up in the booth getting a better view. .56 seconds to go. 54 seconds to go in the first half. Crampel in the gun.
Jet sweep.
Handoff, Ben. Right side. Looking to get some space, but Langley's all around. Not much.
3 yards. Second and long here.
Ben coming off the field here for Nanaimo. Not too sure if it's maybe an equipment issue or.
We have a timeout call for.
He looks
Looks to be fine. Equipment issue, perhaps?
Yeah, hopefully it's an equipment issue. So we got second and long here. We'll see if Football Nanaimo wants to put the ball in their QB's hands or if they want to kind of settle and run the ball, keep the clock moving, try to get a first down that way.
Reminder once again, folks, to buy your 50-50 tickets, up over $2,000 already with 4 more games to go tomorrow.
This might be something where you want to get your hybrid guys like Zembelise and Brock Samard out in some space.
You got Will Lindsay right side all by himself. Runs the out pattern.
route.
He creates separation easily. And he's tackled.
Yeah, that's a first down. That was a great route by Will Lindsay. Stemming him, giving him the inside step and cutting out on it. Good timing by Crampel as well.
I don't know if at this age Langley's going to have a necessarily number 1 corner that's able to travel with Will. I think if you're able to line him up on an ISO side, that's all day long.
Yeah, especially some late switches by Langley.
Crampel looking deep. Will. Oh, the defender with a great play.
Some good sportsmanship.
Terrific play to break up that pass.
Yeah. See, that's if I'm Football Nanaimo and I'm going to throw the rock, it's got to be even closer to the sidelines. I don't want it anywhere near where Carson Peterson can kind of go up and make a play on it, because I like my odds with Will Lindsay's on some of Langley's corners right now, but if it's turning into a double team with Peterson over the top, I don't like those odds.
We have
second and long here. Another interesting
right.
choice here.
Motion. Fake play action. Crampel
out
of the pocket. He's got a ton of space.
Oh,
he slides.
why are we sliding?
That's a tough one.
6 yards, especially when you're so athletic. If anything, run towards the sideline and get out of bounds. The clock is gonna stop if you get out of bounds. And you might be able to get a couple extra yards. That's tough. Hopefully he can kind of look back on that play and, use it as a learning experience.
It's going to be 3rd and 5. I think at least he could have got another 5 yards at least on that one.
Yeah, I think you got to punt the ball here if you're Football Nanaimo, especially with the arm of Langley's quarterback, Edwards. And the punt we saw from Brock Samard earlier, 20 seconds left. Take the 6-6 ball game into halftime.
Coach Chang in the huddle giving direction.
And also Waterboy. Double duty.
We have Crampel still under center. Usually when they punt, I believe he comes out to be a gunner.
Interesting. Maybe they're going on 2 here.
They have trips right. Will Lindsay motioning left. Little orbit motion.
Oh,
double pass. But Langley's all over it.
Throw it.
And they get him in the backfield. Langley's going to take over possession at the Nanaimo 45-yard line with 13 seconds to go.
Left. Will Lindsay has been a quarterback for the Seahawks before, So he does have double pass in him. It looks like they were setting that up.
Terrific play call, if I'm being honest, with a little orbit motion. Will Lindsay cuts back, and just the penetration off the right side caused him to cut back and take his eyes off downfield.
Yeah. Timeout. Football Nanaimo.
Ethan Moran now, former VI Raiders defensive back and defensive assistant.
Yeah, I definitely want to see. It's interesting with 9-man. The spacing is a lot different for me to think about how you do it. You need at least one safety back there. In this position, I want 2 safeties back there.
And I think they need to be at the right depth as well. You know, you mentioned that earlier in the broadcast of Will kind of being too far back. Hopefully in this situation they're not playing scared and playing in that prevent, kind of not wanting to get beat deep, because they can catch some passes underneath here for, you know, in 13 seconds in Canadian game. You got a play or two for sure it'll be played here.
Yeah, if I think you're going, even, I don't know, if depending how, like, Langley pulls up, if they're going to go 5, like, you can send 2 or 3 guys in 9-man and get pressure. They're going to stay in the 40, but they do have a safety back, so they took a linebacker off the field.
Twins left side.
Added a DB.
Edwards in the gun. Ball snapped.
Post
He
corner.
drops back. He's got him deep.
Got him. Oh, what a
He
catch.
goes up and brings it in for the big first down. Langley in the Nanaimo Seahawks territory. Clock stop for now.
Looks like Carson Peterson again.
Clock will be whistling into play here.
5 seconds.
Langley,
Watch for a corner by boundary 2.
if Langley's quick.
There it is.
Oh, ball's up in there. And that's going to be half, I believe. 0's on the clock. And that is going to
That
end
is
the half.
halftime. What a finish to the half.
6-6.
See,
Langley and Football
I
Nanaimo.
personally like Football Nanaimo to take a D lineman off, go double safety. It's too hard to put Will Lindsay back there and to cover a fade and a post at the same time. So interesting adjustments both teams need to make.
Football Nanaimo in that 4-man pressure haven't really been able to generate a lot of pressure in that 4-man set. So I kind of agree with you. Maybe, you know, take a D lineman off, go into that little bit more of a shell coverage, you know?
Yeah. I mean, you have to protect the deep ball right now, because if Langley's going to keep taking their shots, you know, they're feeling good. Depending how Football Nanaimo comes out, you know, if Will's going to be back there at safety, then they might try to implement the run game again. But, you know, if Football Nanaimo comes out with that no safety set again, I think Langley will just keep taking their chunks.
Yes, so a couple of reminders and thank yous before we get out of here for the first half. Thank you to BC Football Officials Association. They are always looking for new members to join the crew. Thank you to the City of Langford, VICFA, and the Saanich Wolverines for hosting this year's BC VICFA Provincial Tournament, as well as Jostin Rings, Sports Canada TV for putting on today's broadcast. And buy 50-50, folks. Up over $2,000 now. Who knows what it could be tomorrow after the 4 games are played. 6-6 from Starlight Stadium here. We will be back after a short halftime break.
hypothetical, working out of something that I'm proud of. Out of the box, in the box, into the world, and the vision is lost. I'm in the catastrophe. I'm just a symbol to remind you that there's nowhere to see. I'm just a product of the system of catastrophe. I'm yet a masterpiece, and yet I'm half deceased. And when I am deceased, at least I hold on to the burden that I have to leave. Leave the body and my soul be a part of me. I'll do what it takes, whatever it takes. 'Cause I love you, baby. I'll do whatever it takes. 'Cause I love how it feels in a place to change. Whatever it takes. You take me to the top of the lake. Whatever it takes. 'Cause I love you, baby. I'll do what it takes.
I can't see anything. I wish I was water, but I've been cheating all day long.
We rely on you.
Second half, about to get underway.
And we're back at Starlight Stadium for some second half action between the Nanaimo Seahawks and Langley Regulators. Close contested first half. It is 6-6 after 2 quarters of play. 2 more to go to decide the provincial 9-man Bantam provincial championships. Sean, maybe, what's maybe a adjustment or something that you think that was said in both locker rooms here?
Yeah, I'm thinking it'll be interesting to see what Football Nanaimo does defensively and how Langley is either pre-thinking what Football Nanaimo is going to do, or if they're going to wait for Football Nanaimo to make the adjustment first. Because obviously Langley made an emphasis to toss the rock there at the end of the half, and Football Nanaimo didn't adjust very well, so Langley might just keep taking it. That's if they give it to him, but if Football Nanaimo adjusts, then Langley's probably going to go back to running the ball. It's just that kind of cat-mouse, chess max, always trying to stay 1 or 2 steps ahead with something in your tool belt that you have in this game. So, and for Football Nanaimo, I actually think offensively they're doing well. Keep running the rock and go to Will Lindsay when you need a big play. And honestly, I think they should go to him more often. They got to create some space for him with some corner routes. He's a basketball player. He can get them on his back and out rebound them. So, Langley's out here on defense or on about to return it. Excited to get the second half going.
160 people tuning in on YouTube. I see a few familiar faces. Coach Fakney, Che, obviously his team getting ready to play tomorrow. And the Nanaimo Seahawks unfortunately kicked the opening kickoff out of bounds once again. A little bit of a mis-execution on that one. I have to get a shout-out to Coach Stevenson, who's watching back home as well. That is Nate Stevenson. Not Rob. Coach, appreciate you for tuning in and watching tonight's broadcast. I was going to throw in a Go Cowboys there to make them happy, but I can't do that with the state of the Cowboys this year. So
yeah. Here we go. 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Langley's going to come out in their twin set with Carson Peterson as their slot back.
Langley working left to right. Edwards in the gun once again.
They do have Crample on him.
Twins near side. Carson motion into the box. Handoff. Phoenix with a little bit of a lane there. He's able to find some room and keep churning his legs. Getting the big boys pushing him for about 3 or 4 extra yards there. It's going to be a first down. Langley.
One thing to note is how, if Langley wants to run that kind of slice motion, is how Football Nanaimo will adjust, because there's so much space out there that if you have a corner chasing him from behind the play, there could be a lot of space out there.
Edwards in the gun. Toss right side. Looking for a lane. He finds it. Oh, and he's met.
Yeah, Lucas Crample, Brock Samard there. One thing I don't like about the Seahawks right now is they're doing a lot of arm tackling right now. They got to square up. They got to fit the tackle, get in front of them.
It's going to be 2nd and 8. Langley. Oh, soccer ball on the field.
Wow. Kick him out, huh? Bets on if the ref kicks it.
Ooh. I would have kicked it for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw, Sean, but the intruder, let's say, at the Grey Cup game, fined $10,000.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's an expensive.
And banned for life.
That's an expensive trip on the field.
Yeah.
Edwards in the gun.
Slice
Carson in motion.
Jet sweep.
Carson round near side. Flag on the play, though, probably in the area of holding.
Yeah, see, they had a lot of success from that jet earlier, and honestly, if I'm Langley, I'm going right back to that jet. I don't think Football 9 was adjusted to it, too. And like I said, you could slice them all the way across, not give them the ball, let them develop, and throw the ball out there to them as well. Langley just keeps shooting themselves in the foot, though. Bad snaps, penalties.
Keeping Nanaimo.
Can't quite call Homer refs because we are in Victoria, not Nanaimo.
Kean Edwards in the gun once again. A little bit of confusion here.
Yep.
Going to Twins left.
Double tight. Watch play action. Little flood.
Wow, great read by the quarterback. Great catch. Shoestring. He's able to keep going upfield.
Nice tackle there by
what a play.
Jacob Gregory. Great play design, you're right. To leak out the running back there. Football Nanaimo, if you're going to play man, you have to account for everyone. So there's a linebacker somewhere that did not follow his assignment.
And, we're hyping up, our fellow, Nanaimo Seahawks coaching staff. What about, Coach Ken and Owen Stevens' dad over there drawing up some stuff offensively?
Yeah, definitely. Very creative offense. Kind of what we figured, too, like creative. We thought they might be a little bit more of a passing offense in Football Nanaimo.
Once again, over pattern. He has his receiver. Oh, Carson!
Man.
Unable to haul it in. As you mentioned, letting them off the hook. Would have been a touchdown or would have set up first and goal for sure.
Yeah, Football Nanaimo wants to come out and play man, and if you're going to play man, you have to be able to get pressure while doing it. And that's the thing, is Football Nanaimo is not getting any pressure, and the receivers are getting open right now. 2nd and 10 here, Twins right. Slice motion.
Oh.
Fake slice into a bubble screen.
Carson hits it. That's going to be first and goal.
Yeah,
I like the
getting whatever they want right now.
Creativeness on that as well.
Yeah, for sure. They're scheming up
their playmakers.
Catches right now, it's huge. If coaching staff, if you can scheme up easy plays for the QBs and receivers, those are wins, because at some point you will have to go athlete on athlete and hope your athlete makes a play, but those easy catches will go a long way.
We saw something like that in the Super Bowl with Andy Reid calling something like that up for their game-winning touchdown. Having Carson come into the box and then go back out as well, it's kind of hard for the defender to react at a snap of a finger like that.
Well, if you're going to play man coverage, then absolutely. They're going Steph Curry mode right now with Carson Peterson, just kind of running him all over the field. The DB is just chasing him all over, and honestly, there's Carson Peterson slicing through, fake slicing back, hitting those crossers or posts. It's kind of Mr. Whatever they want right now, as long as before Football Nanaimo kind of adjusts. The one thing Football Nanaimo can do is, I'm not sure how they're rotating it right now. It looks like they're just chasing, is they could rotate the safety down to meet him on the other side. And then the corner doesn't need to worry about chasing him all the way across the field as well.
Huge few plays upcoming here. Update on 50-50, folks. We are up over $2,200 now. A full day remaining to go tomorrow. I believe we were told $6,000 was last year's total. Can we break that? We will see. Snap, Edwards, handoff. Able to get a few, but the Seahawks are able to contain him. Looks to be a 4-yard gain.
Nice play. They motion Carson Peterson in to seal the end. And you see, if Lucas Crample, number 17, is covering Carson Peterson and he seals the end, Crample needs to be able to come off his ass and replace that, or else there's too much room. Nice
he has a
route.
receiver.
Yeah,
Touchdown.
it's the Carson Peterson show now.
Keon Edwards and Carson are having themselves an afternoon here.
Yeah, so they ran a little like a whip route there. They ran a lot of Krauser, then he whips it back out. Again, as a DB here for football now, if you're on the 5-yard line, you gotta go heels on the goal line. You gotta sit there, be aggressive, and you can't give them so much space. Run same route.
Don't get it. 6-12.
Makes your score. Langley Regulators 12. Nanaimo Seahawks 6.
And for those of you that are tuning in, all 175 of you guys on YouTube right now, BCPFA just put the link in the description for our raffle box as well. So go click the link and you guys can find out all the details over there.
So Langley, from the end of the second quarter to the start of this third quarter, they're absolutely dialed in offensively. Easy plays, easy plays. Carson Peterson is cooking, but he's not even doing too much in terms of needing to make contested catches or make guys miss. They're scheming up easy wins, and the QB and receiver are on the same page. Oh, wow.
Sean, talk about being a defender, and as well, some of their scheme is, all of it kind of looks very similar with those jet motions and stuff like that. You don't really know if Carson's going to keep carrying through the formation, if he's going to come out and block, if he's going to return on a route or something like that. As a defender and you're in a man, how hard of a situation is that?
Yeah, you're just chasing, and that's a really hard spot to be in as a defender.
I feel like it limits you on playing off your instincts, where you're kind of playing on your back foot a little bit. You're kind of, second-guessing yourself a little bit.
Nice. So one guys there. Absolutely. And I think once you get beat a couple times, too, as a DB, you start to play on your heels there. And, it's – I'd honestly like to see, especially if they're going to cover one safety with Will Lindsay back playing safety, I'd like to see Lucas Crampel come up and press Carson Peterson, mix up the timing on the QB, and force them to go over the top with safety help. But right now, there's just too many easy throws underneath.
You hear the kids these days, they talk about, this guy's a dog, this guy's a dog. Will Lindsay, I think, has to be Football Nanaimo's dog and say, you know what, I'm going to go line up against him, and I'm going to make sure that he's not going to create any more big plays. Crampel hands it off Hunter. Hunter's had some success all day long.
But that's also the thing, you go to all-star camps or you go to camps, and for kids these age, you pull up and there's 30 receivers and there's 4 DBs there. Just the fundamentals of DB just aren't really getting taught. So it's hard to even tell a receiver to go do that when, I don't even think he'd feel confident being able to do that when it is a little bit more of a niche skill than receiver. Nice little power trap.
Tough run on the play there.
Yeah, Football Nanaimo just needs to go head north-south, keep the chains moving, and again, when they need to make a big play, I think either do like a little screen or Yankee pass to Alex or Brock, or go over the top to Will.
Krempel in the gun in their little wing T formation. I'm sure Coach Nate's enjoying that. Snap, toss left side, Hunter. Just tripped up.
Yep, but one yard on the play there. You're in 3-down territory here on the 41-yard line. Don't got to panic. Easy throw, get Crampel out of the pocket, or again, another run play to one of your horses.
Crampel in the gun. Hunter in the long tailback. Ben, handoff left side.
Looks like it's going to get a holding. See, if you're Langley, do you take a 3rd and 7 or a 2nd and 15? I think I'm taking the 3rd and 8 here. So looks like they're taking him back. You're going to accept the penalty. Oh, wow. Well, it looked like it was a 10-yard penalty, so a much easier decision. So about 2nd and 20. I haven't seen much screen passes today.
No.
In any of the levels, running back screen is a
Huge weapon.
huge weapon, especially when you got some of these guys with, Ben Stahl and
Will Lindsay, near side. Curious to see how Langley reacts to that. Into the boundary here.
yeah, I think you feel pretty good out here with Will on a fade ball.
I think it's kind of Krempel being able to hold Carson in the middle of the field. If he kind of eyes Will down, Carson's able to make a play on the football, hopefully. And you're hoping if you're Nanaimo, he's not.
You also got Ben Stahl in the slot back there on that right side, which gives you some flexibility. Like we said, jet screen, bubble screen. Even two is good enough receiver that, especially on that field side. Like, I don't know if Krempel can get the ball out there on a deep corner, but there's a lot of space out there.
Is up to $2,200.
Once again, thank you to our awesome referees that have been helping out all day. They are always looking for new members to join the fight with them. Thank you to City of Langford, VICFA, the Saanich Wolverines for hosting, Jostin Rings, and Sports Canada TV.
Big 2nd and 20 here.
Oh, Waterboy wasn't off the field quite yet.
That's too bad. Now you gotta call a different play. Doesn't look like they're going to.
Once again, Will Lindsay in the boundary.
Gonna run a 10-yard out here.
Oh, little miscommunication. Krempel put it up. The receiver came back.
Yeah, interesting. I don't really like them not calling a different play there on 2nd and long after, the inadvertent whistle. You showed what you were going to do. Third and 20 here. Super interesting the first time they met, right? Football Nanaimo was up 7-6 at halftime before they fell apart and lost 38-13. They went up 6-0 in this game as well. The second half adjustments, though.
Gets a good punt off. Langley catches it clean in the air. He tries to hit it as clean as he can.
Krempel in there on the tackle.
And he's wrapped up. There was a seam for a split second.
Yeah, only 8 yards of flipped field position there, so.
That's the scary thing I think about punt return is, there's the seam for that half second or that split second. You have to kind of just hit it and trust it with faith that you're not going to just get absolutely your helmet blown off.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you got guys like Brock Smart and Alex Zembilis roaring downfield. Same thing with Langley, too, with some of the linebackers that they have.
Keanu Edwards in the gun, twins left. He's looking for his receiver. He has him. He's able to turn and get upfield as much as he can.
Looking like 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6 here.
Really like what Langley's been doing here the last quarter or so offensively.
Twins right.
Again, handoff. Flag.
Yeah, looks like that one's going to be coming back.
And Zambelli's, he's been everywhere defensively for Nanaimo. Sean, I tell you what, we're under the lights here Saturday night. I'm really excited after this one for tomorrow night's action.
Yeah, definitely, especially after this game here.
Edwards looking for the over pattern. He has him. First down and then some. He cuts upfield. Still has it.
Oh, wow.
Oh!
Nice tackle there.
Almost
Peter
took it home.
Palakas with the tackle there.
Touchdown saving tackle for sure.
Yeah.
When Carson cut back, he looked to almost have a seam there to be able to score and find the end zone.
Yeah, they got him. They got to cover Carson Peterson somehow. Obviously, it's a tougher task, but
how do you cover him? You take him out of the game.
Yeah, at some point you got to double him or something. Nice play. Peter Polakis. Huge play there. Just depends on how much trust Football Nanaimo has in their box because, and even too, like the other receiver hasn't made many plays. So at some point you got to force someone else to beat you other than Carson Peterson.
And Carson now on the sideline taking a blow.
I'm not sure what a regulator. What's their mascot, Cole? Do you know?
I know the song "Regulators" by Warren G. That's about all I know. What as far as regulators.
So here we go. Carson Peterson on the sideline.
Edwards in the gun. Twins left side. I'm curious if they're going to run that little dig over pattern. No, looks to be some sort of play action they're setting up here in this formation. No, toss left side.
Great tackle there. Jacob Gregory. Excellent tackle coming downhill. 3rd and 11. So QB is staying in the game. You know, you got to watch that dig or that post by Carson Peterson here.
Ken Edwards. Ball snapped. Oh,
nice.
Just the timing was a little off there. Looked like Edwards was trying to throw that a little bit before his receiver broke. He just threw it behind him.
Yeah, I love the timing play there. A little 10, 12-yard out there. Looked like it was Carson Peterson at back out there. Just could not connect. Again, honestly, it's a lot easier to double if he's in the slot in terms of sitting outside shade, maybe with some press, and having your safety over the middle, being ready to drive any dig or slants.
Langley, crowd starting to get loud. Krempel in the gun, hands off Hunter. Finds a little lane, able to keep going.
Looking like 2nd and 4 here. I think you want to keep running the ball, but, you know, again, this is another shot zone opportunity. If you're thinking you might be in 3 down and you like a matchup.
Langley crowd. Getting loud. Ball snapped. Ben gets the ball, and they're met just past the line of scrimmage. It's going to be 3rd and short.
Looking like Joel Folkerts again. He definitely is leading this game in tackles, I think, between both teams. 3rd and 2 here. Looks like Football Nanaimo is electing to punt.
And play field position.
Play field position. You are in fake punt territory.
Yep.
I would be very aware if I'm the Langley Regulators. They do have Ben Stahl as an up back there.
Ball snapped. Kicked. Opposite side. Oh, and he makes a man miss. He has a lane. Will he take it? No man to beat. He will score. Touchdown, Regulators. What a game changer that was. Nanaimo decides to go for the punt, and the Langley Regulators take it home for a touchdown.
Yeah, it's an incredible jump cut there. And again, ability to read his blocks. Great return, game-changing return. You know, right now for Langley, you are feeling extremely good.
That's a tough one, obviously.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I personally,
hindsight's obviously.
Hindsight is 2020.
So it's tough to say, but I feel like in 3rd and 3rd and 2 territory there around midfield.
Yeah,
I might have elected to go for it in that situation. And it looks he's brought down in the play. It will remain 18-6. Langley.
Even if they tackled him there, I feel like it's only a 15.
Oh, multiple flags down.
Flags all over the field.
Missed what happened there at the end.
About a 15-yard field position change to where I think it's worth it to keep your offense on the field. You're down 6 and to keep the chains rolling. But
I think it's just a tough one as well when you mix in the fact that, punting at this age is just a tough thing to do. Punting at any age is a tough thing to do.
Yeah, again, and who else other than Carson Peterson? I think that plays into it as well, Again, hindsight, but you're giving it to their best player in the open field. So awesome job there, Carson Peterson. Obviously an absolute stud. They got to keep putting the ball in his hands.
Appreciate the shout out from BCPFA. Sean and I had a lot of fun here on day one and making our broadcast debut.
Yeah, really excited for tomorrow. Tomorrow's matchup, we got Southside and Football Nanaimo, I think at 9 a.m. And, obviously the heavyweight matchup tomorrow between
We have 2 offsetting.
North Surrey and this Football Nanaimo team being back in it with the midgets. As well as tomorrow, Cloverdale Cougars versus West Shore Warriors. So I'm hoping, we are in West Shore's home stadium here. So hoping there's going to be a lot of fans out here. It'll be interesting to see, the junior bantam age Cloverdale with another team in the provincial finals. Obviously a program that's doing something extremely well. As well as then the JB 12-man is the Coquitlam Chargers versus Saanich Wolverines, who, again, the Saanich Wolverines have won 50 straight junior bantam football games. So they're going to look to increase that streak, 50 games.
Are they going to try to catch De La Salle, I guess, 151?
Oh, that's pretty good. The Saanich Wolverines, 50 straight games.
Once again, though, just thank you for the shout-out to the BCPFA. Not only can you find us on Instagram, you guys can find us at Canadian Football Fanatics on YouTube. Subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. Subscribe to BCPFA. That's where you guys are watching tonight's game as well. But subscribe. We should have some more content over on the Canadian Football Fanatics from this weekend's action as well. 180 people watching here tonight.
There
Ball's
we go.
kicked
Kick
off
to Brock Samard. Oh.
Almost like a fake reverse.
Yeah, I thought.
Tries to get outside. He
You're going the
reverses.
wrong way,
No!
Brock. Going the wrong way, buddy. That's tough. That's a youthful mistake.
Yeah.
Big game. You're trying to make a play. Football Nanaimo needs to settle in, do your job. Like one of our viewers, Ryan Decker, said, there is a lot of game left. It's 18-6. Got a full quarter. It's a Canadian football game. Just got to score, and you just need one stop. And you've just got to give your offense a chance to win. So here we go. As they start on their own 15-yard line, they got to come out and run the rock. Don't panic. You still got Ben Stahl and Hunter in the backfield. And then when you need a big play, you go over the top to Will Lindsay. Look at that press man out there on him. I like the look.
Ben.
Great tackle.
Wow. I think at some point, if they keep pressing Will Lindsay like that, you got to take advantage at least a few times here.
Joel Folkert is an absolute stud in the middle. One thing you notice there, if you watch Carson Peterson's eyes there in the middle, when they motion 2 guys to the left, he flows flows with them away from Will Lindsay, where I think you go that same action that way, play action, and take your shot. Langley Regulators fans are pretty fired up right now, trying to ride the momentum.
Ball snap, Krempel. Rolls right. Has some room.
Oh, he's got him.
He tucks it.
I'm not sure where he was at that point, but it did look like Brock Samar did come open late there.
Looks to pick up a few yards at least. Going to set up a 3rd and 6, 7.
Yeah. You got to punt from here, but I'm trying to kick this one out of bounds away from Carson Peterson.
Langley getting loud once again. Will Lindsay now in at punter.
Yeah, that's interesting. Could be a fake, you know, if
And he gets off a high one, but not very far. Carson's going to have a chance to return this one. A lot of room on the right side. He gets one block. Pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line of the Nanaimo Seahawks. Langley in scoring position once again. And that is the end of the third quarter. We're going to flip field position here. Langley's going to have the great field position from the start of the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I mean, special teams has been the X factor, I'd say, in this third quarter. Carson Peterson with some great blocks on there, too, by the Langley special teams unit. A touchdown here could really pull away for Langley.
Another reminder that these Bantam games, not 10-minute quarters, 12-minute quarters. So still some time left here for the Seahawks in this Canadian game.
You know, but this isn't the football Nanaimo team that they have. They aren't to come from the behind team. You know, they want to run the rock, get Lucas Crample out of the pocket.
Edwards, ball snapped, handoff.
Nice play.
Nanaimo Seahawks meet him in the backfield.
Looked like that was Derek Lopez there on a stop. He's been active today.
Edwards in the gun once again.
2nd and 12.
Twins right. Whip pattern. Has his receiver. High pass. Receiver unable to come down with it. Looks like Edwards is kind of calling for something. Certain play, certain concept.
Interesting.
Carson's going to come back onto the field.
Yeah, definitely wants to stay on. Football Nanaimo. Looks like they got is... I can't tell if Will's just playing off right now or if they are going double safety. Looks like they're going to stay in their 4-man and play man coverage here.
Edwards waiting the snap. Sends his men in motion. Drops back. Throws the over pattern. Has Carson.
First down.
Nope, going to be short.
Oh, that is my fault. I saw that first stick. Big stop by Football Nanaimo. You know, Lucas Crample did read that well to make the tackle and stop them. I'd still like to see him drive that route a little bit better, you know, especially once you've seen that dig route so many times so far at safety. Once you read it, you don't want to hesitate. You want to just drive downfield.
Trust yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Will Lindsay. Near side here. Trips right side. Krempel. Motion left.
Oh, big hole.
Jet. Hunter.
Very good play call there. You know, the jet motion got the whole flow going right. Sneak Hunter right underneath. You know, don't gotta panic here. That was a huge stop by Football Nanaimo's defense there. You still have the whole playbook here with 10.5 minutes. You know, again, they're going trips right to the boundary, you know, which is interesting because of how much space there is to the field side. So, again, they're going double motion.
Low snap,
Jet
picks
sweep,
it up. Ben gets
there
the
it
ball,
is.
cuts back, finds a little lane. Able to get upfield for as much as he can, and he gets...
Yeah, about a 6-yard gain there. Again, Football Nanaimo stay in front of the chains. You got 2nd and 4. You got the whole playbook here. Just keep it moving. You know, those 3 interior linemen for Football Nanaimo have done a great job today.
Krempel, swing. Oh, they tried a little swing pass to the right. It's a tough one for Krempel.
Third and about 4.
Big time play right
Trips
here.
in the field here.
Krempel.
And they go motion
right
boundary.
side. Misdirection. And I believe it's going to be a first down.
Yeah.
But maybe the length of the football.
I believe it'll be a first down.
First down, Seahawks.
You know, they went right back to that first down play that they found success in, the double motion, fake jet, kind of split zone action there with the running back. They have found success with that. I think you keep playing off of that. You know, you got to have like 5 plays off of that type of motion. Play off of it.
That's what Langley's done. Krempel. Pop pass right. Oh, they tried to go for a little. He picks it up. He's got a lot of space on the left side. Oh,
you can't do that.
No.
Can't do that, Brock. Number 80. There's no crackback blocks allowed anymore. This isn't 2013 in Harewood.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for him. It's been taken out of football now just for the safety of the players.
It's really unfortunate for the Seahawks. It looked like they had another first down. Someone's yelling it's a clean block.
You're hearing from the crowd it was a clean block. It was indeed. It's just unfortunate trying to protect these players and eliminate some of those decleaters. Those, you know, you were taught maybe when we were playing high school football, the ear hole, you know, to look for that. And
yeah, you just you can't be running back to the line of scrimmage and you can't hit someone. So the rule is you got to do like a drive-by, wash-by.
Basketball pick.
Yeah, basketball pick style where you just kind of get your back on their front and, you know, just get in the way of them to where it acts as a block, but you're not hitting them. And that's just like, it's the rules of today, and whether you agree with them or not, it's the way the game's played. So yeah, that's going to push them back to a 1st and 20 here.
Tough situation for the Seahawks here.
Interesting that it did look like they were trying to hook and ladder there, eh?
Yep. Motion, fake motion. Will beats his defender deep and just overthrown a strider too. Krempel unable to find Will for the deep pattern.
It's a tough one. On the QB, I'd still like to see Will kind of just go head down, sprint to the ball. Don't have your hand out until you know you're going to be able to catch that rock, you know, and just work your way underneath it. Really unfortunate for the Seahawks there.
Huge second down.
Try it again.
Just to get something here.
Langley in their 30 front here.
Seahawks looking for them. Oh, the Krempel has a lot of room.
He's got the corner.
He does have the corner. And then some. Krempel with the first down on 2nd and 25.
Yeah, it's whoever that D end is out there, you have to contain.
It looked like they ran a little bit of a smoke there. Faked the pop pass. Slotbacks went to fake the block. Krempel saw the lane left side, and he took it for a 25-plus yard scamper.
Yeah, especially if you're only sending 3, you have to keep them in the pocket, unless you have a spy.
Krempel in the gun. Trips right. Flags on the field.
So they do have Phoenix Wolf out there on Will right now, so be interesting to see how that matchup plays out. We got a flag. False start.
Looks like the Seahawks are going backwards.
1st and 15 here.
As good as that, you know, the ISOing Will Lindsay, I think as well, when you go to that trips look as well, you kind of pin that safety in the middle of the field as well, and I feel like if you can kind of run those 2 receivers in his direction, Will also can get a, you know, one-on-one look out there as well.
Yeah. And you look at how much field there is to the other side.
Krempel gets the snap, low snap, looks for his receiver, corner pattern. Has
Nice.
him. First down, Seahawks.
Jacob Gregory with the catch there. Look, a little smash concept. 2 hooks and a corner by 3. A staple, and they executed extremely well to get a first down. Yeah, I don't know if they have in the playbook, but I'd love to see a little play action cross screen by the running back. Especially if you go trips right and you run a screen to the left, there's just so much space out there in this 9-man football.
Seahawks to the line. Trips near side of the field.
In their 30 front.
Hunter in the
Looking like
backfield.
Fulker's coming.
Fake motion to Ben.
He's got him.
Will.
Oh,
What a
excellent play.
Excellent coverage on Will Lindsay there. Will's asking for the call on the field, but I think that was
I
terrific
think that's
coverage.
clean.
Couldn't see the number. I believe 24 there for
Patrick Richter. Patrick Richter with a great play. You get the look you want by the Seahawks. Will has a step, slightly underthrown, but that's a textbook play there by that corner to play through the hands and knock that ball out. 2nd and 10 here. Just under 7 minutes to play. There you go. You get the motion. Safety's going.
another misdirection to Hunter. Hunter finds a
There we
cutback lane.
go.
Able to
5 yards. Another successful play with that split zone action there with the jet motion. Do you go back to it one more time?
3rd down. This is a tough one here.
Brock, they're going heavy look. Taking Will and Gregory off, bringing Brock Samard in.
Semble's coming in.
And Peter Polakis. Very heavy look.
Going back to that wing T pistol formation
Yeah,
in the
it's
gun.
got to be a run. QB counter.
They give it to Hunter.
Oh, yeah,
Hunter's
look at that
able to-
push.
Huge push. I believe they're going to generate enough for the first down.
Oh, that spot is tough for the Seahawks. That's going to be short.
That is going to be short.
Interesting to see where his forward
Momentum.
progress stopped. Hey, that's a good call. It looks like it's before that line for sure. Great job by Langley to push him back. Interesting call, 3rd and 5. Running the ISO with a heavy look. You know, if you go heavy, Langley's going to match your heavy as well. Football Nanaimo needs a play. Oh, miscommunication by Langley.
And Edwards just eats it.
Football Nanaimo bailed out again by a miscommunication by Langley.
They still have some time, but they're going to have to make some things happen here. 5:30 to go in the ball game.
Yeah. Langley really needs to cut out these mistakes.
Edwards awaiting the snap. Phoenix behind him. Twins left side. Edwards appears to be taking the play clock down to as low as
I'm
possible.
going over the top if I'm Langley right now.
High snap. Edwards able to bring it down and hand it off to Phoenix. He's near the, almost looks like for a loss, honestly.
Yeah, if Football Nanaimo was going to come out with a no safety and you have Carson Peterson out there, I'm taking a shot. 2nd and 10.
Looks like Langley's punting the football.
Punching the ball. 4.5 minutes left.
Going to play field position up 2 scores here.
Yeah, Football Nanaimo hasn't shown that they can score quickly, so I like my odds. I just didn't like the 2nd down play call. Bad snap again.
Almost blocked.
That's a no yards.
Oh, Will Lindsay, a lot of room, left side. Can he get the edge? Can he get a block? He does. Can he cut back one more time? He stays on his feet.
And he's going to get an extra
Brought
5
down.
yards from the no yards. Should be about the 20-yard line they'll get this ball. 3 flags on the field, though, so one of them might have them coming back.
Langley, player down on the field. Terrific return there by Will Lindsay. Just what you needed if you're football in Nanaimo here late in the fourth quarter. Well, once again, some thank yous for this weekend. Thank you to Sports Canada TV, Jostin Rings, VICFA, the Saanich Wolverines for hosting, the City of Langford, BC Football's Officials Association, and of course, head over to our links in our social media and website for 50-50 this weekend. Last updated, over $2,200 with 4 more games to go tomorrow. It will be drawn tomorrow during the midget game. Kickoff is scheduled for 5:15 tomorrow night at Starlight Stadium. Make sure if you guys are in the area, come on down and check out some great provincial football action. Krempel in the gun. Lindsay left side. Looking for his receiver. Corner pad and underthrown.
Oh.
Almost interception. Looks
Oh,
like a flag.
man.
Gonna be DPI.
Interesting. I'd like to see the replay. I got multiple flags there, so multiple refs agreed.
Are you thinking uncatchable, Sean? Refs gathering now. Yep.
Looking like they're getting PI.
Chains are moving.
Fans are getting fired up here. Langley fans are not happy about the call. I wonder if we're going to get another ISO here. A lot of space out there if Will wants to run an outer corner. First down also could easily, they don't have Hunter or Stahl in the backfield, so it's got to be a pass.
Krempel drops back, looks right, has his tailback, almost brings it in. Just a touch too far on the play. Going to set up 2nd and goal for the Seahawks.
There we go, 2nd and 10. See how they line up. Again, without Hunter or Ben in the backfield, makes you think it's going to be a pass.
Ben, slot left side, comes in motion.
Jet sweep to
he
Ben.
finds the lane.
Oh, great tackle. Folkert again. MVP defensively of this game for sure. Has been all over the place.
Up over 200 viewers now, Sean.
Yeah, this is huge. 3rd and 5 here. Look at how much space there is to the field. You're going to get a 1-on-1.
Oh, low snap!
No, there's no point of diving on it, though.
Oh, that's a tough one for football in Nanaimo. Unfortunate that they've just kind of held themselves back all night long with silly mistakes, misexecution. Fumble snap on 3rd down is going to turn things over and give Langley the ball with under 3 minutes to go. Up 2 scores.
Langley setting up. Looking like they're going to run the ball here. Football 9 went a no safety set. 7 guys committed to the box. Run up the middle. Great stop there. Again, I know Langley, 2 minutes, 45 seconds. I know you want to run the ball, and you have to on 1st down, but if you get this no safety look by football in Nanaimo, you have to go to Peterson. In my eyes, we got You do got Crampel back at safety here. Football now, we get back into it.
Edwards taking the play clock down.
Looking like they're doubling Peterson. And they give him the ball in the jet.
Jet sweep right side. Peterson.
See, what the safety needs to do if they are doubling or if they're rotating, he needs to just sprint down as soon as he sees the jet. Ears pinned back, try to meet him right off the tackle.
Going to be a big third down here. It appears Langley's going to go for it, perhaps giving the football in Nanaimo a little bit of opportunity of life here if they turn around downs. No, they go with a quick kick.
Looking like they can get onside kick.
Will Lindsay needs to pick it up. Makes a man miss, but brought down. Terrific execution by the Langley Regulators. They go with the quick kick, and it generates them about 30 or so yards of field position. So terrific play call by the Langley Regulators coaching staff. (18-16), little over 2 minutes to go.
They got to take some shots.
They have to look at Will Lindsay down the field, I believe.
Yeah, sticks are in the wrong spot here. You're going to have to take some shots at some point here.
Fake jet
there
sweep.
There it is.
Will. P.I. catches it.
Got it.
Pass interference.
Got it anyways.
Football in Nanaimo, the fans are quite happy.
Yeah, I mean, not a great throw by Crampel, but, you just got to give Will a chance to go up and get the ball. Keep the safety away from it. Unless they're going to double him, just go up and do it again. Again, minute 52 left. Haven't seen anyone else in this lineup able to win a one-on-one matchup yet.
Here we go.
They do have Hunter back in the backfield. Yep,
he got it! Will Lindsay with the touchdown. Will finds him. That's going to cut the lead. A minute 43 to go. Don't go anywhere, folks. We are going to have a photo finish for the provincial championship here tonight.
Yep.
I think my question turns now, Sean. Are you going to onside kick, or do you let your defense go out there and try to get a stop here with minute and 30 or so to go?
Man, that's tough. If you have an onside kick I like to go for it. Kind of gives you two chances to get the ball. The onside kick and to stop your defense.
We've also seen them kick the ball out of bounds twice, I believe, here, and giving Langley good field position. The kick is up and good.
18-13.
5-point game. Nanaimo can get a stop here. A touchdown wins it for the provincial championship.
Really exciting. I think they should have started going to Will a little bit earlier in the game rather than waiting later, especially if you're able to ISO and keep the safety away from it. It'll be interesting to see once Football Nanaimo does get that ball back, if Langley will make an adjustment throwing a safety over top, because I know in 9-man it is obviously hard. There's less players, but at some point one of these defenses you just need to take away the best receiver on the team. That was a great catch.
And I know you spent quite a bit of time with Will Lindsay with your Cage Athletics program and stuff like that. You've seen him do that multiple times. I'm not sure why the play was blown dead. Looked like Football Nanaimo going with a little pooch kick there. Not ready to go for the onside kick. 196 viewers tuning in on YouTube right now. Appreciate each and every one of you guys.
Folkert right in the middle there. Interesting.
Little pooch kick. Get downfield and tackle him. They do.
See, what I don't get is there's 15 yards of difference of an onside kick compared to the squib kick, to where at least give yourself a chance to recover it. because it's not like you're kicking it deep and pinning them on the 20-yard line. It's like a 15-yard difference.
Here we go. Minute 38 to go to decide the Bantam 9-man Provincial Football Championship for 2024.
Yep. Got to commit to the run here, Football Nanaimo.
In motion, misdirection. Had him in the backfield, unable to get him. Gets him around the line of scrimmage.
Half a yard gain here.
Gonna be
See what
second
type
down.
of defense Football Nanaimo comes out in. You still got to go to Cole Peterson, man. You got to win this game, and you got to put it in the guy's hands that
got you here.
Got you here.
Here we go. Keon Edwards, quarterback for the Regulators.
Safety, one high safety set here by Football Nanaimo. Looks like they're playing outside shade on Peterson with the halfback. Safety's playing inside deep with the ability to drive on one of those digs. Will be interesting to see how Langley adjusts here.
Langley in motion.
Watch play action rollout.
Play action. Had him on the out pattern. He's open and upfield. Wow, Langley almost doing it back to Football Nanaimo. We've seen Will Lindsay run that out pattern for a first down multiple times today.
Yeah, that's a great, honestly a great throw, a great catch. Again, that QB is very composed in the pocket. And again, there's Peterson. You know, like I said, if they're playing that kind of double type with the slot receiver, that number 19, he needs to sit hard outside shade. There can be no outs, no corners, and if you do run the corner, you got to play underneath it basically because you have the safety over top. And looks like they're going
victory formation.
Victory formation. You know, extremely hard-fought game by both teams. I'm very impressed with the quarterback, Cole Peterson. You know, Langley's defense played really great with
Carson Peterson.
Carson Peterson, Joel Folkerts in the middle of that defense, anchoring it. Extremely impressive performance by Langley. You know, I think whoever would have lost this game, both teams would have said they beat themselves. You know, Football Nanaimo definitely is going to be beating themselves up and remembering this one for sure for a while. But, you know, it's been a great season for them. Got to hold their heads high. Impressed with how far they've come. Gatorade showers.
Congratulations to the Langley Regulators, who are going to be your 9-man Bantam Provincial Champions.
It's like it's New Year's.
And there you have it. The Langley Regulators are your 2024 BC Provincial Champions. Well deserved. It's unfortunate in games like this, if you're on the other side of these outcomes, that more often than not they come down to a handful of plays on the other side you just weren't able to execute. And for Football Nanaimo, you got to feel you were just a handful of plays away that you could have been on the other side of this outcome.
Yeah, for sure. I think you're definitely beating yourselves up, players and coaches, in terms of, you know, one or two things you could have done differently. You know, awesome job. You know, the Football Nanaimo coaching staff, it was Will Adams, Ethan Moran, first time coaching this year. You know, they're going up against someone like Ken Sieben, who's probably been coaching for
some time now,
15, 20 years. So, you know, it's a tough matchup, but, you know, for Football Nanaimo to make it to this far with this team and the job those coaches have done is an awesome job. And, you know, the whole organization, same thing with Langley. You know, the two top teams in the province is nothing to sneeze at for sure. So,
and we will see the Nanaimo Seahawks program twice tomorrow. Of course, their midget program playing in the big game tomorrow night. I saw Coach Che Fakney tuning into the chat here. Good luck to those boys. Excited to call that one. But for the Langley Regulators, Sean, I mean, Keon Edwards and Carson Peterson all day long were able to just do whatever they wanted and be big-time impact players for their team.
Yeah, pretty impressed with the O-line from Langley as well. You know, for Keon to be able to sit back there, Wasn't too pressured, didn't have to scramble a whole lot, and get the ball out. Again, extremely impressed, like we talked about football now in that 4-man front. You got to be able to get pressure if, in 9-man, I feel like if you're sending 4, but obviously Langley's kind of going a little max protect there with 5 O-linemen. So definitely interesting. I feel like the mid-game really said a lot, with the adjustments Langley made and, some mistakes at the end of the half, mistakes in the fourth quarter that football line was really going to be kicking themselves for. But, great game. Yeah,
last few reminders before we get out of here and pass it down to the awards presentation. Reminder to buy 50/50. Not if you don't have to be down here at the stadium. You can buy from the comfort of your home online. Our social media have the links as well as our website. If you're lucky enough to come down here, scan the QR codes along the fences and you guys can enter and buy your own 50/50 tickets as well as our provincial merch. And our hoodies can be purchased online. Thank you to the wonderful referees for all day long calling some terrific games. As I mentioned, they are always looking for new members. Thank you to the City of Langford for hosting VICFA, the Saanich Wolverines program as well, Jostin Rings, and Sports Canada TV. Sean, day one complete, buddy. I mean, what are your thoughts? I mean, both of us, pretty excited for the opportunity, a little nervous, but I think we did pretty good.
Yeah, I think it was a really good day. It was cool to see the 4 different age groups from Flag Adam all the way up to, Bantam 9-man tackle. It'll be cool to finish off tomorrow with a full 12-man 18U midget championship. Excited for the morning games as well, junior band and Pee Wee. I hope we get the 50/50 over $6,000. I hope I get to go home with it. So
absolutely. So before we sign off here today, you guys can find both Sean and I on social media. Let us know how we did, as well as maybe what you're looking forward to tomorrow's broadcast, as well as follow and subscribe to BCPFA on YouTube and Instagram. That'll do it for night 1, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce the president of the BCPFA, Mr. Kevin Parks.
Good evening, everyone. I'm not going to yell. It's been a long day. So good evening, everyone. First of all, thanks for coming out, for the Langley parents making the trip over to the Rock. We really appreciate it. Let's do some thank yous here. First of all, I want to thank... No, I need that. How's that? Is that better? I'm not doing that. Okay, I got it now. We're good. Okay, let me start again. First of all, I'd like to thank Langley for coming over to the Rock today. That was great. I'd like to do a couple thank yous for VICFA for hosting this and for giving us this beautiful stadium for today and tomorrow. Thank you. Another thank you is my team. It takes a lot of work to put on Provincials, and they've done so many hours, Zoom calls, meetings, you name it, to put on this event. So please give my team a big thank you for this. All right, players, we got some thank yous you need to do. Mom, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, brother, and sister, look up in the stands and give them a hand for supporting you all. Players, I also want you to turn around and look at your coaches, your manager, your trainer. Without them, you guys wouldn't be playing ball, so give them a hand. I've always called myself a coach's president, so I started this a few years ago at Provincials, and at this time I'd like the head coach of the winning team to come up and get the game ball, please. Okay, we got some more hardware to hand out here. So our first award's going to go, the Sportsmanship Award, from the Nanaimo Seahawks, number 54, Jack Gregson. Okay, so our MVP for Nanaimo Seahawks is number 11, Will Lindsay.
Way to go, Will.
And our MVP for Langley is number 86, Carson Peterson. And for the one everyone's been waiting for, and get the captains up here from Langley, please. Okay, let's give a round of applause for the 2024 provincial champs, the Langley.